Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Now that the decadence of the holidays is behind us, I thought it would be good to kick off the new year with a hearty, healthy, and comforting recipe. You're going to love this roasted vegetable pasta because it's loaded with veggies, it's easy, and it's also hearty and comforting, so you don't feel like you're missing anything. All right, first thing we're gonna do is roast our vegetables. So here I have 3 cups of chopped eggplant. I'm gonna put these on a sheet pan, and this is another reason why I love this recipe, is these vegetables are gonna roast in the oven while we prepare our sauce. So it's a good way that you can multitask. Then you also wanna add a cup of diced onion and 2 cups of chopped zucchini. And then you just wanna spread that out so it's all single layer. They'll roast better that way. Then you wanna add 2 tablespoons of olive oil on top of your vegetables. And then you also can season with salt and pepper to taste. And then I also like to add 1/2 teaspoon of dried basil and 1/2 teaspoon of dried oregano. Then you can give them a toss just with your fingertips, making sure that all of the olive oil is coating the vegetables and the seasoning is well distributed. And then we're gonna pop this in a 425-degree Fahrenheit oven for just 25 minutes. And I would go in there midway and just toss your vegetables around to make sure that they're getting golden brown on all sides. So to make this recipe a little bit healthier, I'm gonna be using whole grain pasta. Sometimes I just switch it up with my kids, and when there's enough sauce on it, they don't even know the difference. So you might try that, parents. So we're gonna cook our pasta in our boiling water here. And while your pasta's boiling, then you can work on your sauce, which is super easy because our tasty vegetables that are roasting in the oven are gonna bring most of the flavor. So I have 2 15-ounce cans of just plain tomato puree. I like to just use the plain puree, not the marinara sauce that has any flavoring to it. I just feel you get a pure flavor that way, and we've already added our own seasoning, so I think we should be good. And then you just wanna get your sauce on a medium-high flame, and then I'm gonna add 2 cloves of minced garlic. I always like to buy just the fresh garlic and peel it rather than any of the garlic that's in those jars that come pre-peeled. I know it's tempting. The store, I see it too, and I have fallen for it, but I just find the flavor is kind of off. I don't know, I think it just sits in that jar and it can develop kind of a off flavor, so I think it's worth the extra time to just peel the garlic and mince it. And then heat up your sauce for a nice simmer, and by the time your vegetables are done, your pasta will most likely be done and your sauce will be nice and hot. And this is all I do, and then I just bring it up to a nice simmer. I don't add any seasoning at this point, salt and pepper, to the sauce because we seasoned our vegetables pretty well. So I like to wait until the vegetables are in, toss them around, and then taste it. And if you find it needs a little more salt and pepper, go ahead and add it. It's a lot harder to take the seasoning out than to put it in. Now that our veggies are all done and roasted, and in fact, if you get a little impatient, the last sort of 5 minutes or so, you could jack it up to 450 just to get some nice color on them. Sometimes I do that if I feel like I need a little bit more browning because the browning will just bring out even more flavor of the vegetables. All right, so see how easy this is? We are just now going to place our vegetables in our sauce, which is all ready to go. And this will just create a really delicious, chunky tomato sauce with all kinds of veggies that you are sneaking in for your kids. When they're covered with sauce, I don't know, picky palates seem to be less intimidated by them. They kind of don't know they're in there. And the roasted eggplant adds a really nice hearty flavor to it, so you don't miss the meat if you're looking for like a meat sauce. It sort of gives you this like meaty texture without the meat. Then our pasta is ready to go. So we are just gonna drain it and pop it in and give it a nice toss. And if you feel like you want your sauce to be a little bit thinner, you could add a little bit of pasta water in the sauce as well. It'll give you a nice kind of starchy thickener. Now for the finishing touch, we're gonna add a container of these little mini fresh mozzarella balls. I'm just gonna put them right into the pasta and just stir them around, and they'll start to melt and soften. And I just think they add a really nice decadent but fresh flavor to the dish. Then you can spoon it out into a pasta bowl, and you'll see all those beautiful vegetables, the tomato sauce. It's really hearty, but also kind of healthy with all the veggies and the whole wheat pasta. Then for a little bit of freshness, you can add either fresh basil or fresh parsley. Sometimes it can be hard to find fresh basil this time of year, so a little bit of fresh parsley is a great substitution. And there you have it, a hearty, healthy dinner for the new year. I hope you guys give this one a try. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you back here next time. Until then, bye.